the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will put total leather and we'll get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. In the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense.
Ready? Break! Single, single!
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Craver. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
He'll do it himself. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release.
There he goes.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Snap it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Quarterback keeps it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Brings up second down.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Back to pass, it's Reed. Here's the pressure. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggie. When this place gets loud, it starts.
Key narration volume set to 100.
Alright, that shit should be working now. I'm gonna get my other mic though. That bitch should be working. Alright, let me see. Let me see. We're gonna cut this one. Go to the mic settings. Let me get my mic settings real quick. Audio. Desktop audio. Desktop audio. Microphone. Yeah, we're gonna use this one. Alright, let me see how we coming through now. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Oh yeah, that bit clean. Alright, yeah, let me turn the audio up though. Mic check, mic check. Just turn that bit up just a little bit. Mic check, mic check. Damn, that bit went to whisper. I had to turn that bitch off. Alright, mic check. That bit was whispering. Mic check. Turn that bitch up. Now that bit on. Then that full blast. This one right here full blast. Alright, bet. Just doing a little test. Okay, my shit good now. My shit good now. Damn, boy, I'm finna react to that nigga. That nigga AP cloud chasing. I'm trying to do that shit while I'm playing the game. I'm gonna need my other monitor, man. I'm gonna have to go get that bit. Willie, what are you doing? What you listening to, man? This Aloha music? Alright, let's go. Who got the weapons? Trying to think who has some weapons last year. Who had the weapons last year? SMU has some weapons. I like SMU. I might try SMU. They have some weapons. Who else has some weapons? Utah. I like that quarterback. Washington. I like that quarterback. Matter of fact, you know what I'm about to do? I know exactly what I'm about to do. Roster check. You feel me? Roster check. Yeah, I'm finna look at these motherfuckers. Hold on. I'm going quarterbacks. Right, let me see. Quarterback. Let me see. Quarterback. I really want to see the fastest quarterback on every team. So Memphis got a good one. Let's see, I remember Jit. So I know Memphis got a fast quarterback. Let me see who else got a fast quarterback. Who is Jit? Maryland. What else they got? Hold on. Okay, they got some speed in the backfield. What else they got? Okay, they got some speed out there. Nothing too crazy. 90, 91, nothing too crazy. They got some speed though. That's good to know. Marshall, they quarterback 87. So 87 kind of ain't even no speed for real. If you ain't 87 kind of the minimum. Okay, LSU quarterback got some speed. Now we talking. Yeah, we putting Jamal Johnson in that bit. That's what it looked like. Oh man, we finna play with LSU. Oh man, we finna play with LSU. All right, so LSU the new team to play with, right? Man, with LSU, who else? Who else we gonna play with? Who else we finna play with? Who else and they finna play with? LSU for sure. I like Kansas. I like Kansas. What they got at the running back field? 91. They got Thurman back there. What they got the receiver spot? Ain't terrible. James Madison, they got a fast QB, but what else they got? Okay, they got some speed in the backfield too though. They only got 2 wide receivers pushing 90. Jack State, nah, I ain't doing it. Oh no, I ain't even look at these niggas. Some of these teams I ain't even looking at. Houston. See, Houston got a quarterback, 92 speed. See, now that's interesting. What else they got on the agenda? Right. Okay, they got 90 in the backfield. Okay, what else they got? They got to have some speed on the perimeter, though. Oh, they got some speed on the perimeter. Ooh, they got some speed on the perimeter. Okay, so I'm okay. So right now I got Texas A&M, LSU, and Houston. They're my 3 teams I'm using. Let me see if I can put somebody else in that bit. Ooh, I forgot about Castellanos. I know they got hella speed all around the field with FSU. Ooh, I might have to use the Florida boys. Ooh, I might have to use the Florida boys. Oh shit, my boy, I might have to fuck with the Florida boys. Ah yeah, man, I'm finna smoke niggas. Oh yeah. So we got some shit. Yeah, I'm finna smoke shit. What else we got? What else can I Let me see some sleepers. Who else niggas sleeping on? Let me see what Auburn looking like. Ooh, they got some speed out there. What's up, baby? Ooh, shit. Alright, bet. So I got a list. Right now I'm 3-1. I got a list of team. I'm finna drop my shit Niggas, if y'all got Xbox or if nigga got PS5, add me on EA. GSG look. I'm 3-1 right now. Just started the game. I'm finna run the Publix real quick. My girl got me running the Publix real quick. So I think I'm gonna play AP real quick. AP went over there cloud chasing. Hold up. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm finna play AP, right? So shout out to the Viral Way, Mr. Viral and LBC Messiah. They some podcasters on the West Coast. They're podcasters on the West Coast. They basically B1, right? But they some thugs, you know what I'm saying? But I've been watching these niggas for the longest. I've been watching niggas for at least like 2.5 years, right? Fucking with these guys from the grassroots, right? AP went over there. And he was clout chasing a couple weeks ago. But now that he's FBA, man. Now that he's FBA, he's on some whole other shit. So now he done went back over there. Now he dissing him. So I'm gonna play the actual video from the Viral Way while I run the Publix. I'm finna run the Publix, but like I said, I'm finna play this Viral Way clip. Shout out to the Viral Way. They from the LBC. Right, them niggas had a nice little live stream the other day. AP called itself trying to clout chase on that mug and it didn't go the right way. Safe to say.
We know that running a small business is a big deal. That's why Melio provides the simplest and
because he don't want to get the back.
Alright, hold up. I'm gonna put that on the screen. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Boom. Shout out to the Viral Way, right? So this conversation, like I said, I'm finna be at Publix, but I'm gonna be listening in. This conversation was interesting, right? But I'm gonna speed it up to when he had it with AP.
Backlash, unlike brothers like you and Messiah, y'all say exactly what it is. Fuck what the backlash is. I'm gonna keep it 100. Ploss know what the fuck it really is, bro.
Let him no, you was.
No, I was just saying,
I
Ploss
thought
know
you,
what
I
it
thought you
is,
was
and he don't
finished.
want to keep it 100, bro. That's nasty work. You know what it is, or you wouldn't be asking that question.
Yeah, no, that's facts. But one thing I did see that I liked, and this is why I say this is a big difference, because depending where you at on the East Coast, Fat Joe just came out and he gave a story about he met a Southsider from out here that he had out there, and they seen him talking to a black dude and basically told him like, you know, yeah, y'all fuck with the blacks out here, like, and Fat Joe basically like, nigga, I'm damn near am black. Like,
James, they go to link.
My tattoo artist, bro. My tattoo artist is Hispanic.
His father is a reach.
I'm trying to figure out who I should defend and not. Defend your people, nigga. Let's clean our backyard first before you go out here playing. Every African.
All right, perfect. Found it. All right, so I'm finna play this. Until I come back, and I'm playing the game. But I wanted to commentate over this anyway.
is the tether. And like I said, y'all don't have one code book of, okay, this makes you FBA and this don't. Some people say Drake FBA, some people say Drake not. And then both of y'all is FBA saying two different things. So who are we supposed to believe? Who's right and who's wrong? Because on one hand, y'all say it's the lineage. As long as you got one parent, you FBA. Well, Drake dad is FBA. But then y'all say he not FBA because he's from Canada, even though Canada is in Northern America. It's just an invisible border that makes it Canada. It's an invisible line.
Yeah, but when we talking about nation state, we talking about borders. It got to be some type of ending marker to know where it ends and starts off at. But when we start dealing with this whole, and I'm gonna say I'm in agreement with you that some people are radical, right? Some people are to the extreme, but this is happening in all ethnic race groups. There's no agenda to tell you what can be a Chinese. So black people or FBAs don't need a standardized book to tell you that you are FBA. It's about a lineage. No other lineage.
Y'all comparing to like these races that's already established in their culture. Like
Black Americans is already established.
No, what I'm saying, it wasn't established. If we have to steal, we still have to. We have identity crisis within black people. This is why things keep being created. Japanese are Japanese, Chinese are Chinese. We're not questioning them. We're not worrying about that. They're not coming out here creating the new Japanese movement. Like we have identity crisis.
And this is the difference. Japanese. Hold on. This is the difference. This is the difference. You compare the Japanese.
Hold on, I want to respond to what Messiah said real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
It ain't like we could creating a no group. Adding the word foundational onto a term only quantifies and over establish one's position already been here. So it ain't like we're creating a new ethnic group. When somebody say foundational Black Americans, that's the same Black Americans that created the hundreds of inventions that's utilized around the world, that innovated and created the cultures that we see being produced today. So when you add foundational onto it, it's to separate from other ethnic groups that has them merge into our culture that is now claiming the accomplishments that they don't have no connections to. That's what we're talking about. That's all.
Okay. So Japanese, you made an example, right? We know their homeland is what? We can go to Japan. We know they got their own language. We know they got a religion. We know they got a government, their own government. So when we saying foundational Black American, what is our language?
English.
Was we speaking English before they came here on them boats?
No, but there's a lot of other groups right now that are established group of people like Nigerian, Zimbabwean, people from Guyana. They speak different languages as well. Matter of fact, some of them languages is Spanish and French dominating as the dominant language in the area today. That doesn't negate the fact that they did have a language. It's just the language that they speak today.
This is the point. This is the point I'm trying to make, right? In 1782, we was established and known as African Americans. And then in the 1800s and 90s,
that's incorrect.
No, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Let me finish talking. That's why I say y'all never want to listen. 1800s to 1900s, we started going as Negro or colored or Black. Then we started going as Afro-American. Then we got back to African-American, and now we're at FBA. This is what I mean when I say we keep coming with new terms about something that's already been here. Why didn't we just keep African-American? Or why is the point of FBA? You say you're separating yourself. If the only thing I have to do is wake up and say I'm FBA, what's stopping those people that y'all trying to keep out from doing the same thing?
I'm saying that the term African American used in the 1800s absolutely false. There's no census that says that, and there's state census that was regulated from the 1600s. And so that term, and when you start seeing those terms,
I said Negro in the 1800s.
You said African American.
No, I said earliest printed. I said this is what I just looked up. It says 1782 earliest known printed use in African American. A sermon.
Yes,
earliest 1800s they were Negro, colored, Black.
That's in the newspaper Gazelle. I ain't got to read it. That's old research. That's in the newspaper that's already been debunked. So what I'm saying, the term African American has never been applied to our people in a large group of scale till Jesse Jackson. So the term Negro, Black, and colored has always been referred to our people. So that negates the whole fact. It doesn't change our identity by adding the term foundational on it. That's my point.
But this the thing. Y'all keep arguing that. No one is arguing against that. Like not one time did I argue against that when I made my original point? So I'm
You allude to
confused
it when you
as
say
to,
it's a new group. It just got to be cut off because it's not a new group at all.
no, it is a new group. When somebody comes up with a name for the group, trademarks it, and is known as the creator of what you're
Every
calling
ethnic
yourself.
group got something that's trademarked, from African
makes it a
American,
group now.
ADOS, Hebrew Israelite, Japanese clothes. This is trademark for clothing and branding businesses wide as a whole. So
This was going on, bro.
When you was a Black American and they changed your name from Negro to color, did it change? Did the people change, or was the people still the same? They were still the same. So
listen,
the name
this was
doesn't
going
change
on.
the people.
This was going on. Niggas is confusing what we're supposed to be fighting for. We're fighting over an identity, but if you go down who owns the records to our identity, another race does, another ethnicity does. Black people don't even have the documents from our own ancestors, but yet are online arguing over a fucking trademark that an actor slash influencer created.
Well, I mean, you can't
That
say
makes
that
zero sense.
You can't say Black Americans don't have records of their ancestors when you can look up the statistical records that Black Americans have the most documented record of their ancestry than any other group of people on the planet. I'm talking about meticulous administrative records. Black Americans.
Who's giving you that information?
Huh?
Who gives us that information?
I mean, we're getting it from the same system that's feeding everybody the same information.
Exactly. That's my point. If I want to go to a Black institution to get Black history, we don't have original documents. Like a lot of our artifacts and shit like that.
Just because someone capitalizes on your documents don't mean that you didn't write those.
It's in another continent. Niggas got to go to another race for their own history. Y'all don't see a problem with that?
That's absolutely insane. We go straight to your parents. You go to your meticulous records. The same records.
You go to your parents. Who gave your parents your history?
The same records that they showing you is the same records that your ancestors took down in 1990 in the early 2000s when they took all your administrative records that they documented in their own homes. Because most Black Americans, according to whether people believe this or not, documented their own documents, administrative records, birth certificates, death records, marriage certificates.
That's false. My mom ain't document none of that shit.
Well, that's your mom. We talking about grandparents. And
most black people.
You was probably born in the late 90s. So we're talking
I
about
wasn't born in the late 90s, but most Black people can't go back 3 generations. Past a great grandma, niggas is lost.
That's not true.
Man, you crazy.
That's not true. There's so many people out here that openly talking about their ancestry, bro. Like I can show you meticulous records right now to like 1868.
Bro, if they
I can show you Civil War records from my ancestry right now. Like, but I may be different. I do this for a living, though. I do genealogy. I have a whole platform. That's what we do. 40,000 subs, and that's what we do over here on the platform. But the thing is we talking about the ethnic identity of one particular people, and the adding on something that quantifies one establishment does not change that from that group of people. Black Americans adding foundational doesn't change them to being.
What I'm saying is, Black people's true identity, we don't have the documents. That's why we out here lost and guessing. Some of us say, "Oh, we African." Some say we, "Oh man, did we Pan-African?" Some say we an Israelite. Some now we FBA. It's like we come up with new phrases every few years because niggas really don't know. Some niggas say we the real Jews. It's like we could be all of that. Don't get it confused. We could be all of that because every culture got different tribes.
The fact that indoctrination has been in full play since that, and is that not a ramification of indoctrination? Yes or no?
Of course, we talk about that all the time on the show.
So are you going to fault somebody for being a victim of indoctrination and now trying to establish ways for someone to be able to co-opt these particular things? Because one thing about it is you got to have people on code. One thing about it is you got to have political power, and you can't get political power without economic power. So us being on code with one particular goal, not saying that everybody's going to.
Can you define on what on code means for you?
Yeah, the on code right now is the delineation movement is the code right now. That's part of the movement right now.
That's off code to me
because it's no construct of what I'm supposed to be following. Just be on code because my lineage.
Niggas saying the on code is get away from Africans. We not around no motherfucking Africans.
No. That's where you confusing yourself.
He
Nobody's
just
saying no hate
asked
about
you.
Africans. We're delineating from tethers, people that co-opt your culture.
All this shit going on in the world.
We don't have an issue with Africans. I deal with Africans on the regular. I got a close.
Okay, cool.
What is FBA's main mission?
There is no mission of an ethnic group. What is the main mission for Chinese people? What is the main mission? What is the main mission for Australia? I'll tell you
That's
the
false.
mission. Listen, I'll
Because
tell you
niggas
the
was
mission.
just talking about reparations.
That's false. That's not true at all.
I give you the mission of an ethnic group if you can give me the mission of another ethnic group. For instance, give me the mission for all Chinese or Australians. For instance, what are their mission agendas as an ethnic group? Ethnic group of people don't have an agenda.
None of that. They ain't revealing that to me.
Of us with different ideologies and different point of views. No ethnic.
This is the listen. This is the mission.
Not a group.
No. I'm gonna tell you what the mission is. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. You asked a question, so you gotta let a person answer.
My bad, fam. It's all good.
You said what's the overall? That's the what was the question again? Rephrase that.
I'm saying though. He's talking.
No. Ask your question again. Because I got the answer. I didn't want to put misquotes on what you asked.
What is the agenda from the Australian ethnic group?
Okay, so here it is. Every other race that has a country like the Japanese, Japan, Chinese, China, they have a government, they have a language, they have a military, they have some sort of infrastructure where they're gaining political and wealth. Now, every single person in that country does not control that, but the government does. So the people that they elect from their people to represent their people, they have missions that maybe even the people of the country are not aware of for various reasons. When you look at black, hold on, bro. When you look at Black Americans, we don't have a Black American government. We don't have a Black American infrastructure. Our language is somebody else's, and our religion is somebody else's. So we're a confused people. So when bro is asking y'all, well, what the fuck is the mission? Why am I following y'all? Only answer you could give me is ask the people who we say is oppressing us for reparations.
He didn't even bring that up. He
or
said,
to delineate from tethers. How the fuck is delineating from tethers getting us a power in the infrastructure? How is that bringing us wealth to our community? How is that bringing us a Black military where we can protect our people? So the next time we build up a community and they bomb it like they did Black Wall Street, we got some jets and we can go bomb back.
And why would I want to be a part of something that has no mission?
I agree with that last segment part, but to your first part, you was totally wrong and confused probably. Because when you start bringing up governments, Black is not a nation. Nations deal with government. Black is an ethnic group. So I'm gonna ask you again, as the ethnic group of Australia, not the continent or the government, right? The people, the ethnic group of people, what is their agenda?
If you are identifying yourself,
let me say this. Look, the whole point, like y'all want to cut Africa out, right? Because we don't have no infrastructure. Let me tell you. Okay, you say because it's tethered. Let me land my point. Hold on. Let me land my point. The whole point is I'm getting at is that if something is going on in mass with the Chinese down here, China is not going to keep utilizing their resources or do anything with people in the U.S. The same with Mexico, the same with everybody else who's together. If you have no mission as FBA other than to get the tethers out of here, why would anybody want to follow that? Why would anybody care to be a part of that? And I could just wake up and say I'm FBA because of my lineage. But we have nothing to push us forward as a race together. Niggas have no real blueprint.
It's common sense to why you wouldn't want a group of people around you leeching off of your culture, backstabbing, undermining you, and blocking you out of certain particular positions in America. This is established. We just seen what happened with the state commissioners and senators down in Texas. So we know that there are other ethnic groups getting into these positions with your appraisal and then block you guys out of it. So
hey, you know what's crazy?
My main point to the conversation is like my whole thing. You keep asking, what is the mission for foundational Black Americans? It's an ethnic group. I'm asking you the same question. What is the mission for Australians?
Hey, hold on, bro. If you FBA, why are you concerned with the mission of Australians? You're FBA. He's asking you what's the mission of FBA. He don't give a fuck what the mission of Australian is. We not Australian. We want to know what the mission of
the point I
FBA
asked the
is.
question, obviously you're not getting it, is because there is no mission, because ethnic groups don't have a mission. It's that simple.
Whoa.
What's that?
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys, Nina just built an app.
Impossible. Nina can't code. Interesting. Can it generate reports?
It can now.
Nice. So you're saying we can all build apps now?
Yeah.
You know the Jews?
That's not true.
You know the Jews had a mission.
Well, I'm asking you to prove it to me.
You know
Show
the
me an
Jews had a
ethnic group that has a
to
mission.
get in positions of power and take care of their people. And
Is
they
that their
completed
mission
that
as a Jew?
That was the yes. They don't they own everything?
The Jews was damn near ran out of.
Can black people be Jews? Yes or no?
Bro, don't they
Use
own
your whole
everything?
argument. The bunk that's out the window. Try again. Because black people can be Jews, and you can't use that as a particular ethnic race when there's multiple ethnic races that claim to be Jew.
You can say you a Jew, but you're not a part of the Jewish. And you know what Jewish we talking about.
We know how Jews are looked at nowadays.
So you're not debunking shit. You could wake up today and say, I'm a black Jew like Kyrie did. And then
or Kanye.
And the Jews who actually are saying they the real Jews, they gonna push a red button on you and your shit is cut off.
Are there Jews right now that are black people, considered dark-skinned people, that are rabbis, that are respected as Jews today? Yes or no?
No, you're not respected with the Jews. You're not respected with the Jews. You're not respected with the Jews who own everything.
I
No.
just say I don't know none. How many you know?
And look, this is all it is.
It's a couple I've seen on the internet easily.
How
This
many
nigga said on the internet. Listen, bro, this is all we asking. What is your mission? When you tell me we don't have a mission, you're a lost people. To get up here and say ethnic groups don't have missions is not only lies, it's not only false, it's disingenuous. Every ethnic group has a mission. It may not be collectively amongst all the people, which is why you don't even need all the people. You need the like-minded people who excel in that community. You make them the leaders, and it trickles down to the community. That's how it's supposed to work. That's why governments are put in place, because the average person really ain't built to lead. You get the leaders from the society. They come up with a mission for the benefit of the people, and then that.
Yeah, them niggas was cooking. Them niggas was cooking, AP, man. Them niggas was cooking, man. Them niggas was cooking, AP. What's up with y'all? Salute. Viral way cooking these niggas, man. And he went over here. This was so fake by AP. This nigga AP was on that shit probably like 2 months ago, clout chasing. He was like, but then when he came back this time, these two brothers right here, like I said, they locked in. They locked in on the west side, right on the west coast. They from the LBC, right? And you know, they tapped in with the pro-black spaces, right? So AP called himself trying to come back around. Nigga told his ass cut his camera on. He like, oh no, I don't want to cut my camera on, blah, 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 blah. Probably like 5 minutes before AP got up there, what's his name? Pan Mulatto was up there. They kicked Pan Mulatto off because they said Mulatto, if you ain't black, he said, you know, I'm not black, I'm mulatto. So they kicked that nigga slap off the airwaves, right? So AP calls himself reacting to this interaction that they had, and he just acting like he dog walked these brothers, acting like he was whooping on them, and he'll debate them both, and they both stupid and they both slow. And I'm like, damn, AP, I thought the last time I seen you over there, nigga, you was trying to clout chase out them boys. Cause like I said, I've been following these brothers for at least over 2 years. Like I've been in like they, you know what I'm saying? I done been interacting with them over there. So I'm like, all right, this nigga over here, he doing his little 1-2. He trying to get his numbers up, right? So he going over there to the Crips and trying to see if the Crips gonna be Aboriginal. So listen to how the Crips talking back to him.
That's how you get your government. FBA is just saying, we FBA, fuck tethers, let's delineate, and that's the only mission.
When you tell somebody to get on code, that's part of a mission. If I'm not fucking with you because you ain't on code, to be FBA, you have to be on code. You have to be a part of the mission. So if I'm trying to get reparations, that's part of the mission. That's all I'm asking when I ask the questions of what do you have to do to be FBA? Okay, you don't have to do nothing. I understand. You can wake up and be FBA because you already are. Okay, that's cool. Now, as a person who speaks like Tyreek or whatever his name is, Nasheed, when he's speaking for a purpose. He's going in rooms and using the FBA title as a purpose. He trademarked it for a purpose, unless he's just making money off of niggas because they stupid.
Which is what's happening.
Yeah,
that's exactly what's happening, because you got the niggas joining a movement. You had one nigga didn't even know Tyreek created it. You joined a movement and didn't even know who trademarked the shit. You got another nigga telling me
it ain't a movement that nobody created. Tyreek did not create a movement. Black Americans, aka foundational Black Americans, have already been around long before Tyreek
this was a trend.
was even invented.
What did you call foundational Black Americans 5 years ago?
Copyright the name for business purposes, but everybody should do that.
Hold on. If he copyrighted for business purposes, isn't that a mission? Yes or no? Is business not a mission? Is business a mission?
Yeah, that's a personal mission.
So
that's
he's
not a mission for FBA. Hold on,
bro.
For FBA. You can't ask.
Hold on.
He's FBA.
If he's FBA
and copyrighted it,
and he copyrighted it, and you tell me it's for business, is he not using the lineage for a purpose, which you say y'all have none?
But he said that's not for FBA. His businesses is not for FBA.
What is he doing? Lineage? Are y'all slow? You can't copyright a lineage. First of all, if he did copyright it, it would be a motherfucking tether trying to copyright it. We just seen what happened with Mr. Walt, with Mr. Tendernism. You see his whole trademark situation. So trademark it is.
I see why you ain't got your camera on, gang.
Going on.
Hey, look, he gonna say that wasn't me getting cooked.
Right.
This nigga crazy. Y'all, you a part of a cult, bro.
Cuz I'm fresh off work, cuz sitting at the house. Turn your camera on, cuz.
I literally just get off on everything.
Turn your camera on, man. I ain't to see you. I ain't to look a man in his eyes when he talking. Because I don't know what you got going on. This nigga up here trolling for sure.
Hey, you a part of
I'm FBI. I don't even know the mission. I'm suicidal right now. I just joined some shit.
Listen, I ain't gonna
it was trending on the internet. I said I represent that, and I'm fucking with it.
And this is the dumbest part.
Let me say this.
I'm gonna let you land. Hold on. I'm gonna let you land. This is the dumbest part of it all. They say Africans come here and don't align with Black Americans, which means they already delineated from Black Americans. So why would you then need to delineate from people that you say already delineated from you, which is why you hate them?
Man, that nigga snap. Hold up, man. Let me rewind it back. Hey, so these niggas brothers, right? They from LBC. They insanes, right? They both insanes, right? They brothers. Messiah, he older than Messiah. That's the one with the do-rag. And that nigga Messiah started frying that nigga. That nigga Messiah started frying niggas. Hey, nigga, you sound like you just got off work, nigga. He said, cut your camera.
He's FBA.
And copyrighted it.
And he copyrighted it. And you tell me it's for business. Is he not using the lineage for a purpose, which you say y'all have none?
But he said that's not for FBA. His businesses is not for FBA.
What is he doing? Lineage? Are y'all slow? You can't copyright a lineage. First of all, if he did copyright it, it would be a motherfucking tether trying to copyright it. We just seen what happened with Mr. Walt, with Mr. Tendernism. You see his whole trademark situation. So trademark it is.
I see why you ain't got your camera on, gang.
Going on.
Hey, look, he gonna say that wasn't me getting cooked.
Right.
This nigga crazy. Y'all, you a part of a cult, bro.
Cuz I'm fresh off work, cuz sitting at the house. Turn your camera on, cuz.
I literally just get off on everything.
Turn your camera on, man. I ain't to see you. I ain't to look a man in his eyes when he talking. Because I don't know what you got going on. This nigga up here trolling for sure.
Hey, you a part of
I'm FBI. I don't even know the mission. I'm suicidal right now. I just joined some shit.
Listen, I ain't gonna
it was trending on the internet. I said I represent that, and I'm fucking with it.
And this is the dumbest part.
Let me say this.
I'm gonna let you land. Hold on. I'm gonna let you land. This is the dumbest part of it all. They say Africans come here and don't align with Black Americans, which means they already delineated from Black Americans. So why would you then need to delineate from people that you say already delineated from you, which is why you hate them? So you hate them because you want them to align with you, but they've already delineated themselves. So why the fuck do we need to delineate from somebody who already did you the favor? Go ahead, bro.
Oh, okay. But listen, I don't
No,
even
no,
know
no,
what
no,
that
no.
was.
Address what I just said. If they already delineated from y'all, why do you need to delineate from someone who already did it for you? Do that make any sense?
How are these people delineating when they constantly attacking it, when they attaching themselves to our culture? When they constantly get what are they're attaching themselves to our culture and they're making economic gain off of the culture.
Everybody is attached themselves to our culture.
Everybody, the whole world attached to our culture.
Everybody right now. We're talking about the same people you said that's delineating though.
But
how they
everybody
delineating when they're attaching themselves to one culture.
The FBA goes after.
Man, he just smoked this nigga, man. Yo, he is smoking.
People delineating when they constantly.
Go ahead, bro.
Oh, okay. But listen, I don't
No,
even
no,
know
no,
what
no,
that
no.
was.
Address what I just said. If they already delineated from y'all, why do you need to delineate from someone who already did it for you? Do that make any sense?
How are these people delineating when they constantly attacking it, when they attaching themselves to our culture? When they constantly get what are they're attaching themselves to our culture and they're making economic gain off of the culture.
Everybody is attached themselves to our culture.
Everybody, the whole world attached to our culture.
Everybody right now. We're talking about the same people you said that's delineating though.
But
how they
everybody
delineating when they're attaching themselves to one culture.
The FBA goes
Hold
after.
on. Make this make sense to me because this shit not making no sense. How is a person that's delineating also attaching themselves to one culture? Explain that to me.
Because you said they don't align with you. The same way you got white rappers that come white, and then when the money dry up, they go back to being white again. Oh, I'm doing country music now. I'm doing rock now. You forgot about Post Malone? He aligned with you. He aligned with you for economic gain, and then he delineated.
To be honest, I didn't say nothing about these people aligned. I think you're using other people's FBA conversations. But like I said, FBA is a
that's called capital. Thank you, Vic Damone. That's called capitalism.
It's a group of different people, though. It's not
FBA is a fucking cult that's out here about to drink the Jim Jones juice. I'm sick of this shit. Y'all niggas in the cult, bro. If Tariq get online right now and say, "Hey, we taking this juice," is this gonna help us delineate from Africans? Y'all niggas was drinking, nigga.
Episode of Family
These niggas was drinking and be flatline, nigga.
Apparently you can go from 0 to a complete site in just a single prompt with Wix Harmony. I don't know if this is going to be possible. Where vibe coding meets drag and drop freedom. We'll see about that. All right, let me try to make up a site to sell some like theoretical.
It's the thing though, fam. My track record speaks for itself. Long before Tariq Nasheed was speaking on the delineation, I got videos on YouTube already pushing that shit well before FBA was even spoken about.
What did you call yourself before FBA?
I call myself what I call myself right now today.
What was you pushing?
I still push what I've always pushed since I've been on the internet. Aboriginal, indigenous Americans, and the so-called Aboriginal people are the so-called black people that we call today, aka FBA. So there's really
why not keep pushing that? Why argue the FBA?
So why are you FBA then? Why not stay on
I
your
am foundational black American, but that doesn't negate the fact of me knowing the true identity of my peoples, though. You see what I'm saying?
Black?
So,
are you black?
Yeah, I consider myself black. Yes, I'm
Is
considered
black. Is black and what is black? What's the definition of black? And what does the law consider black?
Dictionary, black means death, and civilly mortus. That's like
he got knowledge.
Okay, so why do you identify as that? If you got so much knowledge yourself, hold on, you got so much knowledge yourself. If you got so much knowledge yourself and you're Aboriginal, the Aboriginals didn't refer to themselves as black. The white man started calling you black. So if you're Aboriginal and you're going back to your roots, why are you still identifying yourself with an identifier that your oppressor gave to you?
Perfect. I'm glad you asked that. Can I speak? Oh, okay. You can hear me. So yeah, I'm glad you asked that. So just know don't mean other people don't know. So if I go around constantly and exclusively using the term Aboriginal, there's going to be a disconnect between my people. So I use the term Black because I understand the term Black, and I meet my people where they are, so I can give them this information that I've been doing for the last few years on the internet.
Why not go by the phrase which you claim you are, and then give your people that knowledge?
I do.
So you're an Aboriginal with all this knowledge of self, and then you're following a cult that has zero missions, zero plans to do anything for the community other than delineate from African.
I don't follow no code. I don't follow no code. I'm in my, I'm my own lane. Y'all niggas follow
FBA is a cult, bro.
FBA is a group of people. It's an ethnic group in America.
You know, a cult is a group of people.
You sound dumb as fuck by even saying that it's following a cult when you're a Black American.
A cult is made up.
Unless you're a tether,
is made up
you
of a
probably
group
got
of
tether
people.
background. What is your background? What is your lineage? Where your family?
A cult is a group of people.
Okay, where your family from?
I'm pretty sure if I go back far enough, it's gonna tie back to Africa, just like yours.
Yeah, mine's don't. So you came off a slave ship?
I didn't say how we got here. I said if I run your lineage back all the way to the first generation of your family existing on Earth, I guarantee you it's gonna tie back to African.
You only believe that because you believe in Charles Darwin out of Africa.
I don't believe in shit.
So listen,
I
I
don't
go
believe
way
in shit
beyond
other
that.
than.
Listen, I go way beyond that. I don't believe in Charles Darwin out of Africa.
I don't give a fuck what you believe. What I'm saying is, if you run your lineage back to the last molecule, it's gonna come back African. Guaranteed.
How are you gonna say that when we got older genetics found in America that's older than any known African? You got Albert Perry's DNA, which is 380,000 years. You got Roman Moses' DNA that go back 700,000 years. That's older than any known African. What are you talking about? How can you say my genetics go back to Africa?
Disagree. Hey, look, I just want y'all to know, I have these open panels because people not as smart as they think they are when they type it in the comments. It's easy to just say whatever you want to say in a comment when no one's typing back.
Hey, I'm glad Hey, Nack, bro, this nigga been running around saying Roman Moses has now the oldest lineage that's older than Albert Perry. Yo, this nigga, I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna spend the time to do it. Right, I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna spend the time to do it. But yo, Nack, it's a dude named Ramon Moses. He's running around on TikTok saying that he has the lineage of the mitochondrial Adam and the mitochondrial Eve. He's saying that he got DNA that's older than AOO. Right? This is what he's running around telling people. His name is Ramon Moses. You can look this guy up. When you look up his lineage, this is how you know people just don't know genetics. They don't know haplogroups. They don't know DNA. When you look the guy up, he has live streams where he shows his 23andMe, where he shows exact lineage and his exact paternal line, exactly what it's laid out as. His shit is like APR 2921. Right? When you look up APR 2921 for the Y lineage, that's A1B1A2 or some shit like that. It's A1. It's not even AOO. Nack, this nigga got A1. He got A1B. And he run around telling niggas he got the oldest Y DNA. And AP clearly seen his video. And now AP is parroting the same bullshit, bro. I kid you not. Matter of fact, I'm finna go ahead. Cause this was crazy. All right. All right. Now here we are. Right. So this shit so funny. So when you just look at it from a surface level, you like, hold up, what is this and that? Man, you go and click on that, looking on that shit, you like, oh, these niggas here sick. So look, Ramon Moses, this was the co-pilot garbage too, man. They say A, they ain't even A double. That bitch said A quadruple O, bitch. Right? So this is what he says. Yeah, Ramon's DNA has been highlighted as similar, and this is why I'm laughing, right? It's I'm gonna show you in a second, right? They're quoting all of this stuff from YouTube, look, from TikTok. Yo, they source it from TikTok and YouTube. So that's why, like, bro, when you do if you do a quick Bing search, boy, you'll think that nigga is actually like, bro, look at what it say. Hey, Nak, have you ever seen A0000? Bro, this shit is hilarious. Look at what it say. Where you got it from? They got that bit from YouTube videos. Both the YouTube videos. This one right here. Come on, man. Come on, man. This shit is comical, bro. But let me get it to it real quick. I'm having too much fun with some shit. Niggas don't even know what I'm talking about. And look. So Jit sued 23andMe. Matter of fact, let me do this the whole way. Let me stop playing. So he sued 23andMe, and then he dropped the lawsuit. 23andMe, Family Tree DNA, Ancestry DNA. That boy sued My True Ancestry. That boy sued Get Match, Genome Link. That nigga sued everybody. That nigga Aboriginal. This docket was last retrieved on December 31st. So the date filed. Okay, let's go all the way back. November 17th. So petition for declaration judgment and injunction relief. Case randomly assigned. Okay, look at this. Motion for leave to proceed informal. Filing 3, order of IFP request, financial affidavit. Motion for leave to proceed. I'm gonna have to get some information on this nigga case, right? What's up with the Aboriginals and suing? Eggplant. You gotta come in or come out, bro. Are you coming in or are you coming out? So like I said, he already dropped his case. So if you already dropping the case, you talking about you suing for transparency. That's a little crazy, fam. So as a self-represented, as pro se, right? So he represented himself. I'm responsible for covering the court required 405 filing fee so that the case can continue. The fee is due soon, and I'm asking for help. So he dropped his lawsuit because he didn't have the 405. Don't tell me this nigga dropped the lawsuit because he couldn't raise the $400. Let me see. Let me look at this graphic. Okay, this is where we at with it, bro. Let's go. Now we here. So look at this, Mac. Look at what they doing. First of all, can we confirm it? Is that Albert Perry? Is that Albert Perry, bro? This is crazy. Y DNA of AOO. Look at what they trying to do. Look, even in this graphic, it's bogus, fam. 338,000 years ago. Initially, look at this. You see? Initially, the oldest Y DNA in modern humans. Now watch this. Now they saying this nigga got a quadruplo. Mostly preserved segment, 800,000 years ago. It's supposed to say predating, but it says prodating the entire human species as we know it. Right, so we know this. He created this graphic, but this is what's important, right? Without watching this video today, right? Because I'll let the more astute really do this, right? It was just funny to me. His actual A lineage is APR 2921, like I had said earlier, right? So watch this. I'm gonna put that shit on. We're gonna go to Google because this shit bogus. Bing already done showed a nigga. They'll tell you anything. This nigga be back here listening to Russians. He be back here listening to French. I'm like, bro, why you want to learn how to say the fruit in French? Like, what are you doing? So he's running around making claims, right? That his APR 2921 is the oldest lineage, right? This is what he's running around saying now. Let me see if I can find anything that says it, right? Can't find any that says it. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go to his YouTube video, right? I'm gonna have to go to his YouTube video.
So with the Catoctin Furnace Society,
So as you can
and
see,
this
I'm
was
already about
interesting
halfway through
because
this one.
23andMe, they came along.
But let me show you, right? He doesn't know anything. Once I watched this video, I understood he doesn't know what he's looking at. Right? Once he did all that, I realized he doesn't know what he's looking at. Watch this. Perfect. So the haplo story, the Y chromosome is passed from father to son. We know all that good stuff, right? APR 2921, right? That's what he has, right? Also though, right? YouTube page, he has something that's where it says he's got QYP746 all over the place, right? So let's deal with the initial claims though, because this nigga AP running around saying he got this is proof 700,000 years ago that niggas was in America. Let's watch this. The story of the paternal lineage was formed when it branched off from ancestors and the rest of the humankind at an unknown time. The man who was with the most recent common ancestor of this line is estimated to have been born around 232,000 years ago. He is the ancestor of at least two descending lineages, AL and AL. Hello. So look how many people are descendants of APR 2921. That doesn't look like a big indicator that APR 2921 is even from America. But it definitely is not the oldest. Definitely is not the oldest, bro. So just for the heck of it, I'm finna show you. All right. These 100,000 tree branches are built, known as snebs, blah, blah, blah. And in the tree today haplogroup APR 2021. Name for variant or SNPs PR 2921 is Y-DNA Adam, who lived in Africa about 234,000 years ago. Family Tree DNA has made their entire Y-DNA tree public and free. That's in addition to the Baker's Dozen report available through Discover for each haplogroup. The public Y-DNA tree by country. You can view the public Y-DNA tree by country, which I've done for my debate. Notice two things at the far right. The country report shows the number of haplogroup members from each country. Remember, the countries are self-reported by the testers. The country should be located where the tester's earliest known paternal ancestor was living or from. See how many members of specific branches. In this case, 43% are from the U.S., which probably means that there are brick walled here, given that the only people originally from the United States were Native American, who fall specific subclass haplogroup C and Q. If you like more information about AV and blah, 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 you can discover it, right? Before I go to clicking on hyperlinks, let me keep reading real quick. Before I get to clicking on hyperlinks, let me keep reading. So this haplogroup tree by variant shows the variance of the SNP mutations that identify each haplogroup. You can see haplogroup APR 2921, the granddaddy of the tree, is based on only one mutation, PR 2921, which is also the haplogroup name. This means two things. Every haplogroup beneath this branch on the tree also has the mutation, which is how we know it's the original founding mutation. This haplogroup cannot be split further because there are no additional variants. For example, look at the branch AL1090. This is the first child haplogroup of APR, which has which I mentioned that earlier. AL1090 has 26 mutations. This means that as more men test, there's literally more than 695 opportunities for various men to match. Blah, blah, blah. I might have to click on this hyperlink real quick before I go to it. Where did I see this shit at last night when I first looked at it? Cause that shit is A1B. Let me see if I find it. The snip that he has a marker for is A1B. Yeah, that's what I'm finna do. Oh, they just taking nigga back here. So this just must be the catalog. APR. If I go, let me go to the YDNA thing. The phylogenetic tree. Cause I'm guaranteeing that's probably what it is. This nigga just looked at the phylogenetic tree and put his he put his shit on there. I know this motherfucking Bing is garbage. Man, what the hell? I'm going to Google. I don't know why I ain't tried that shit. This is the mitochondria. Why? Phylogenetic tree. Last I checked. Ain't nothing updated. Tell me where you see APR 2921. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So APR 2921 is just A double O. Right? That's just A double O. That's what it's category. That's the catalog number for it. Let's watch the video.
My material, basically, I go back to A0000, 400,000 years before your genetic Adam and Eve. But I also carry the Adam S&P, which is A-PR2921, and
All
also
this
carry
investigate
the
got a nigga
genetic
hungry though.
Eve S&P.
All this investigate got a nigga hungry. You hear him just say A000. He just gave it 4 zeros. What is he talking about? What is he talking about? I can't even. Maybe it's because I'm hungry. I can't stay focused. I'm about to go get me some motherfucking oxtails. It's Sunday. It's oxtail day. What are you talking about? Haplogroup A. I ain't gonna lie though. I have been wanting some turkey necks, but I don't. It's only one spot that make good turkey necks, and they way on the west side. And that be like 45 minutes from the house. But I'm finna move to the west side anyway. 'Cause all the good food spots over there. So, I'm probably yeah. I'll probably wait on the turkey necks. But I'm doing oxtails today for sure. A quadruple O does not exist. When I just typed it in, that bit brought me back to A double O. So this nigga is trying to say he descend from the line before it broke off from A double O. I know he not saying no crazy shit like that. I know this nigga not saying no bullshit like that. I know he not, right, because that would be ridiculous. So when we're gonna listen to this video, we're gonna listen to specific markers. Remember, I just did a whole A double O debate with Dosey. So don't you think, in all the extensive amount of research both of us did leading up to that debate, don't you think we would have found if there was actually a Y DNA older than A double O Shumlonkin and I prepared? Don't you think me or her would have brought it up? Right? But this is how silly and how gullible these aboriginals are. They could see a TikTok video and a nigga making a couple YouTube videos with a suit on. That's all it take to grift these days. That's why all these um these political influencers, they put suits on and they get to talking into their microphone. Cause that's all it takes. You just put a suit on and you could lie. And a nigga will just listen to you. It's all right. I see the grift. That's why you see my new my new goddamn PFP. Every time I hit the panel, nigga, it's with my suit and tie. Fuck it. I'm finna start coming suited and booted on that bit. That's how a motherfucker sit back and listen. Look at this. Now this makes sense. All right, let me get into this. Okay. So this guy is saying he descends directly from archaic hominids. I remember this vividly now. Cause I fell asleep right before he said this shit in the clip last night. Nigga said he's more related to animals than he is to humans. I'm finna just play this shit. This shit funny. But this is what AP was laying on. Right before I get into this, I want that nigga Messiah to finish frying AP real quick. Hold on.
Back, but then when you give them the floor and you ask them simple questions, they have no answer. Why would you get behind a movement that has no goal, no purpose? If FBA is a lineage.
36 real quick.
Oh, y'all from Africa.
He get the frying the nigga right.
You have it listen, you type it in, and then you go digging.
You literally just.
Nigga. Niggas is repeating the same thing. That's cool. They taught y'all to say that. Y'all repeating what Tariq said.
Nah, I ain't repeating shit. This shit been said way before even Tariq.
You like the 10th caller. So, you like the 10th caller, and y'all all said the same shit like robots.
I don't know if I'm the 10th caller or not, but I know you ain't look up nothing that I said, and I answer every question that you said. You talking about, I guarantee if you go back to your genetics, it go back to Africa. No, the hell it don't. Look up Albert Perry. Look up Ramon.
You ain't Albert Perry nothing, nigga. You African, nigga. You damn near look like us, nigga.
All y'all from Africa.
All y'all from Africa, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Fuck is you niggas talking about?
I ain't gonna lie though. I can tell though that y'all niggas probably African though. Y'all tethers probably.
We Africans. I'm an original black nigga. You not even black. You got some shit mixed with you.
You a house nigga.
I'll holler at y'all later on though.
Yep. You too light to be original man, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Y'all niggas came off a slave ship. You lighter than us, nigga. You got massa in your blood, nigga.
I just want y'all to hear that. I ain't got nothing against the FBA stuff, but it's like, how do you just align with something that has no mission, no movement, no nothing? According to them. Now, if I'm sure if I asked Tariq Nasheed the same question, he would have different answers. But of course, they don't converse with this man. They don't follow him like they say they do. It was a term that sounded good for a minute. It's going on right now. Let's see if this lasts a few more years. All they did was just create another name for being fucking black.
And then they keep going to, Claude Anderson. Claude Anderson, just another man, nigga, who came up with ideologies he believed in. That don't mean I got to believe every single thing Claude Anderson said because his name Claude Anderson. Nigga, people was here before Claude Anderson. So what was niggas referring to themselves before Claude Anderson came with his information? Niggas don't even go back that far. All these FBA niggas, go back 5 years. None of them called themselves FBA. He just said, I'm an Aboriginal, this and that. But now you FBA.
Why? Because it was a trend for him.
Because it's a trend, nigga. Hey, we got
the Aboriginal wasn't taking off, so I had to jump on a new ship. That's all that was. Cause how many niggas we seen with the pad African shit? All these things that come up in line. Niggas just, like I said, niggas is having an identity crisis. Niggas don't know who they are. That is the biggest key point. And it's like, y'all want people, what's the point of getting mad at people? If you part of your movement or you with the FBA, that's savvy. Insane. Do what you. That's all that was. Cause how many niggas we seen with the pad African shit? All these things that come up in line. Niggas just, like I said, niggas is having an identity crisis. Niggas don't know who they are. That is the biggest key point. And it's like, y'all want people, what's the point of getting mad at people? If you part of your movement or you with the FBA, that's savvy. Insane. Do what you do. I wouldn't dislike you for representing something you believe in.
Right. And understand, nobody said you can't identify as what.
Nigga smoked him. Nigga said, boy, you went from Aboriginal to FBA, nigga, because it's a trend. And then what's up with this nigga talking about? He look up Albert Perry, look up Ramon Moses. Nigga, when we look up Albert Perry, nigga, Albert Perry from Africa. Hate to be the one to bear the bad news to you. This is Albert Perry right here. Albert Perry, they got that man listed Cameroonian, bro. A-double-O-A. That's Albert Perry, bro. So when we look up Ramon Moses, let's listen to this. Let's listen to this nigga real quick. This archaic hominid nigga, right? So look, a quadrupulo is a non-human archaic and some mostly speculative. Listen to this. Listen to where this comes from. In some mostly speculative or early Y tree models, a quadruple O has been used to describe the route connecting modern humans to archaic hominids like Denisovans and Neanderthals. But A-double-O remains the standard designation for the deepest human paternal lineage. Shouldn't have to go anywhere else for that, right? Right? Shouldn't have to go too far more for that. Okay, so, all right. So they say that, so this nigga saying he related to the Denisovians. Okay, brother. Now we're talking. So if you actually do descend, or you do have some A quadruple O in you, or some Denisovian in you, that would lend to your Native American ancestry, brother. You're fairly red. I know for a fact when you did your DNA test, because I'm looking at the thing. Matter of fact, we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna let this video play. But A quadruple O is Denisovian. A three O's is Neanderthal. A double O is our lineage. Now this is pseudo now because this tree I'm sure has been updated. They don't use these terms. But now that I'm seeing it, a quadruple O is Denisovian. So you're saying you're paternal. So he's saying that he's literally saying his paternal lineage, his paternal haplogroup is a Denisovian haplogroup. This nigga said his Y haplogroup goes back to Denisovians and archaics. This is the claim that he's making. No, see, this is how I tell you. This is how you know he don't know what he's looking at. So this is a old. So okay, now I'm understanding his terminologies, right? This is a old Y-DNA haplogroup map from 2018, right? And from 2018, the root Y, a quadruple, right? It's actually up here. So even though that's his claim, right? He claims he's got that. He's trying to lay claim to APR 2921. That's down here in A-double-O. That's down here A-double-O-T. That's why I said when you look on the branch, what he's actually claiming in modern times is A1B. When you look at when you look at the 23andMe, it's A1B. But I don't know what markers he's looking at. I think he has some Denisovian markers. And I think he's using that Denisovian and crafting this whole narrative. Because we know the highest concentration of Denisovian Y-DNA is found in Austronesians and Filipino Negritos. We also know that we find Denisovian in Japanese DNA. we find it in Siberian DNA, and we find it in Native American DNA. The oldest Native American DNA we find here is gonna have Denisovian DNA, right? We see the markers for that. So is he gonna try to connect himself to the Indians that way? Like what I'm trying to see is in game, right? But right now, I do remember seeing a video of him claiming he's more closely related to animals than humans.
which is L0. And with that, basically a blueprint of all humanity. So I'm just going to share some scientific data. Uh, I am on TikTok as well. Had some people that were lucky enough where I gave them a copy of my DNA file. So that was pretty cool, and they got a chance to go through that. So basically, I'm going to start at the beginning. This will be a quick video. So what, over 8 years ago, 23andMe, and this is how everything was approached. And we'll get into that. So what you're looking at is my paternal haplogroup, which 23andMe has this QYP740. But if you hop over to Family Tree DNA and they have a big Y, which I did, they have me at QYP730. And I'll explain all of that because they really don't know what to do with me because of I'm way upstream. So let's go here, haplogroup A. Now, for your scientific details, those that have a 23andMe account, according to their customer service and according to 23andMe, everything that's in your scientific data.
So that's where I'm lost, right? That's where I'm lost. That's where I'm lost. That's where I'm lost, right? So you see what I'm saying? If he's got Q, right, and I'm about to look this up. He's got Q something, right? That's a Native American Y DNA haplogroup. What did it say? QYP. Let me look this up. Let me look this up. QYP 740. All right, I'm gonna look this up. QY 74. What was it? 70. What was it? That's what I thought. Q. Brother, you're not even an A double O. What are you even talking about? Bro, that's what I mean. So, and this is why just if you spend just a couple of seconds in the research articles without me even looking into whatever the hell he got going on, I knew the only way he could be tied to Denisovians would have to be through a Native American line. And you got Q. You got Q as your Y DNA, fool. So Aboriginal power. Stop going on other people's platforms claiming that you've debunked out of Africa with Ramon Moses. When Ramon Moses Q goes all the way back to Native Americans in Siberia, bro. And yes, he might have been a part of founder populations that might have some Denisovian. That's not saying much. He could have been related to Alabaskan. He could have been related to Anzac B, Anzac 1, Kennewick man, any of those things would have resulted in the same thing. Q. If you got Q as your motherfucking haplogroup, you're not 200,000 years old, let alone 700,000 years old. You're not that far back, dude. QYP 740 formed 3,000 years before the present. What is he going on about? What is he going on about? Like for real. Let me keep listening, bro. Let me keep listening. But that's just I had to just fact check that real quick, right? Let's just start there. Let's just start there. So you run around telling everybody you A quadruple O, but then the first video I see on your page, your paternal haplogroup is QYP740. And then on top of that, they give you the migration of your paternal line. And it starts with A in East Africa, makes its way to the Asian continent where we see QYP. His haplogroup was born on the steppes of the Asian mountain ranges. And AP quoting it, talking about this disproves out of Africa theory. What are we doing in 2026? We got AI vibe coding. Like, bro, I'm sitting at the crib smoking backwoods, vibe coding apps, whilst running a prop firm. And I'm in the background learning how to set up trusts and holding companies and execute it all with automation. But you got niggas running around quoting TikTokers saying that they got QYP740 and somehow that means that they're debunking out of Africa, bro. Niggas are going backwards.
Haplogroup A. Now, for your scientific details, those that have a 23andMe account, according to their customer service and according to 23andMe, everything that's in your scientific data, everything that you're seeing here, that is all you. Those are all of the segments that are in your DNA. I'll go all the way back to A. I have not opened this all the way up, but I'm going to go in here just so I can show people this is me. And basically what you're looking at is you. You're looking at history, the entire human race throughout time. And we'll get some of these open. But yes, now when I first started this, I had to actually manually, I had to look up, because for some reason I want to know, look up all these famous people and people throughout history. So I had to go literally segment by segment in here, and I would try to find just those particular S&Ps. And that's also how I found out about the Kohanim priests, because I fit the model, but I would because genetically I have it all. Now, what I'm going to do too is that's my paternal, and we will go under. I must have closed it, but I'm going to go ahead and this changes
No, you didn't.
all the time.
No, you didn't. No, you don't.
But I'm going to
So he pulls up his phylogenetic map. And because he has at Q and it starts at Q, they walk him back from Q on his phylogenetic map. And this guy, for whatever reason, seems to believe his phylogenetic from all the way from Q is showing everybody's DNA on the world. What are like, bro, what do niggas be smoking? What do niggas be drinking? Where do these thoughts come from, bro? Look at the guy, right? He's fairly red. The boy redder than me, right?
I'm gonna go ahead and this changes all.
So as you can see, what shows up? What do his matches show up? America, West Africa, West and Central, let me be specific, and Europe, Western Europe, bro. Central and Western Europe, bro.
The time, and it's much, much deeper than that. And no, I'm not going premium. Let me do an ancestry overview. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop in the maternal line as well and show you this. Now, this is haplogroup L. Just show you that. Now, when you go into it, again, this is now. When you go into it,
Okay, so I'm trying to do different. Right. I don't want to say this brother is overtly lying. I think that he doesn't know what he's looking at. He doesn't understand what he's saying. So he's claiming that he is descendant of L0 and A quadruple O. But when we get into his genetic legacy, right? When we get into his 23andMe, he has Q for his Y DNA, not A double O. And for his MT DNA, he has L3, not L0. Do you see what's happening here? He's taking the root of his haplogroups and using them as his identity, because the root of the Y DNA goes all the way back to mitochondrial atom, or I mean Y atom, or whatever the fuck they calling it. He's using that to he's superimposing it over top of himself. That shit says L3, brother. It don't say L0. You said you was L0 and A triple O or quadruple O, but you're actually L3 and Q. That's completely wrong.
just show you that. Now,
Look, Ramon, your maternal lineage is L3A2B. And AP is quoting you. This is somehow debunking out of Africa. This guy is running around telling people his DNA is older than Albert Perry. And both of these niggas is running around telling people that Albert Perry is older than the Shumlanka remains. Neither one is true. All that shit go back to Africa. All that shit go back to Africa. And that's why the viral way said that shit. That nigga said, bro, I guarantee if we go back to your first ancestor, nigga, it's gonna be in Africa. And you said, bro, we got something that debunks that. Have you ever heard of Ramon Moses? Have you ever heard of Albert Perry? Did you even look that shit up? No, AP, did you even look that shit up, bro? Before you told him that bullshit. Because a quick Google search from Ramon Moses will show that he's using outdated haplogroup tree. Then when you go to his YouTube page and see, okay, what does he say out of his own mouth? He's misreading data. Thank God he was so uh charismatic enough to put it on the screen and we could see it. Imagine if he was just telling us this shit and we couldn't see it. Imagine if he was just in some university, right? Which there is another clip where he's in a university just talking. You might, with a suit on, you might think he's telling the truth.
Kernel line as well and show you this. Now, this is haplogroup L. Just show you that. Now, when you go into it, again, this is all me. And that is all of you. And I can actually, oh, wow. I've not opened this up all the way, but everything that you're looking at, and this is the part that I don't understand because L0, that's your genetic Eve right there. And as we start them at the L, but yeah, it would probably take me hours because I think it's 11,000 haplogroup S&Ps that I have. And look, there's A. So we could spend hours going over this, and that's why scientists like using my raw data. Now, what I did want to jump into now, the Catoctin Furnace Society, awesome society. Yes, I'm part of their study that was originally started with Harvard, which it was like pulling teeth to get information out of them. And then 23andMe took over. And this is where I'm going to show you a distance in companies. And this is how I ended up with them. Now, if you look, you'll see 99% close to the other users. So basically, what happened is I matched. I matched every person that they dug up out of there. I'm not the only one.
Yeah, this guy's just he just don't know what he's talking about. He's shout out to him though, man. Bro, this nigga gave a presentation.
I did not evolve with.
I'm gonna do about 2 or 3 minutes of this presentation. I'm going back to playing the game. Cause I didn't even mean to go all the way down here and do all this. You know, a nigga just get a little dedicated with the research sometimes. But this nigga Ramon Moses, stop quoting him, AP. You will get smoked. Matter of fact, keep quoting him so somebody can come around the corner and bust you up.
Was honestly at a point where I didn't know what this was and almost ready to give up. So, Ramon Moses, Humanity's Living Origin. So, my genetic highlights, and we'll start with that. My Y-DNA haplogroup, A0000, which is older than genetic Adam by over 200,000 years. Now, genetic Adam, the specific S&P for that is called A-PR 2921. Now, my mitochondrial haplogroup, now that goes back to L0, the oldest known maternal lineage on Earth. Now, with that, also want to include, besides the A0000 and the L0, I do also belong to a few other haplogroups because family tree DNA, they have no idea how far back that my genetics goes, and I'm kind of a moving target. And within those haplogroups, I also have what's called private variants. Private variants only happen in less than 0.1% of the population. So for somebody to match me, we'll see. Now, I also do have 67,000 plus novel variants, which these were identified by 23andMe with their current chip technology, while the average human has between 10,000 to 12,000 novel variants. And these novel variants are usually variants that have not
Bro, it's so
been
hard to listen to
seen
this shit, bro.
in a haplogroup A0000, which is older than genetic Adam by over 200,000 years. Now, genetic Adam, the specific SMP for that is called A-PR 2921. Now, my mitochondrial haplogroup, now that goes back to L0, the oldest known maternal lineage on Earth. Now, with that, also want to include, besides the A0000 and the L0, I do also belong to a few other haplogroups because family tree DNA, they have no idea how far back that my genetics goes, and I'm kind of a moving target. And within those haplogroups, I also have what's called private variants. Private variants only happen in less than 0.1% of the population. So for somebody to match me, we'll see. Now, I also do have 67,000 plus novel variants, which these were identified by 23andMe with their current chip technology.
Yo, I would have to assume so, Nat. Like, he walking across the room. He walking across the room. Nak, I gotta assume so, bro. That's why I said, listen, I got the game. I got the game. I'm walking around with a suit and tie on from now on. You won't catch me without a suit and tie on. Yeah, I'm rebranding. I will no longer walk around with a guitar on my back with a Cuban link and a motherfucking and a Letterman jacket. Nah, we going suit and tie, suited and booted. They'll believe anything you saying that as long as you got on a suit and a tie game. This nigga got on a mohawk and a suit and a tie. And niggas is niggas is sitting in there eating it up. This is crazy work. I'm going back again. We're gonna listen to the bit one more time, bro. Hey, if he did, that's crafty. That's crafty. He did this 8 months ago. He's up at 465 views. Let's read what it say. Presented on June 8th. June 18th. My bad, nigga can't even read. Presented on June 18th, 2022 at the University of Wisconsin La Crosse. This talk introduces the groundbreaking genomic profile Roman Moses, an individual carrying the oldest Y haplogroup and mitochondrial lineage, predating both genetic Adam and genetic E. Hey, bro, this nigga say he predates them both. So the timeline placement of haplogroup A quadruple O. Right. This is what he's talking about in this whole shit. Electromagnetic anomaly recorded DNA pattern divergence from Homo sapien reference genomes did not evolve with modern humans. This is what he's saying. His Y DNA haplogroup markers. I'm gonna have to let it play a little bit more than this so y'all can hear this man. He literally says he's more related to animals than humans. I'm gonna let him finish. Let me see what the comments say. I gotta read the comments. Unbelievable. You're one in a billion. And who was that? Amorican Atlantean. Only person that comments on this video was somebody named Amorican Atlantean. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. I'm going to try to make it a whole 3 minutes. Pray for me. I'm finna go get these oxtails soon. I don't even think I'm gonna have enough time to play me a game. I'm so fucking hungry. I might play a game and then go get the oxtails. I'm hungry as a bitch.
Thankfully explained a lot of this to me because I was honestly at a point where I didn't know what this was and almost ready to give up. So, Ramon Moses, Humanity's Living Origin. So, my genetic highlights, and we'll start with that. My Y-DNA haplogroup, A0000, which is older than genetic Adam by over 200,000 years. Now, genetic Adam, the specific S&P for that is called A-PR 2921. Now, my mitochondrial haplogroup, now that goes back to L0, the oldest known maternal lineage on Earth. Now, with that, also want to include, besides the A0000 and the L0, I do also belong to a few other haplogroups because family tree DNA, they have no idea how far back that my genetics goes, and I'm kind of a moving target. And within those haplogroups, I also have what's called private variants. Private variants only happen in less than 0.1% of the population. So for somebody to match me, we'll see. Now, I also do have 67,000 plus novel variants, which these were identified by 23andMe with their current chip technology, while the average human has between 10,000 to 12,000 novel variants. And these novel variants are usually variants that have not been seen or not yet identified because scientists really don't know what they are yet. Now, the one that stands out the most to me is my unique overlap with ancient and cross species genomes. Now, to get into that just a little bit, because we use what's called ensemble and they convert my file over. Now, after running my data comparing to animals, yes, I do cross species into animals. I actually have more in common with the animals on the planet than I do Homo sapiens, and we'll go into that because I am actually missing the key S&Ps that define who you all are. Basically, I did not evolve with the rest of you. Now, the current haplogroup, you'll see the 8 ancestral lineages, 7 remain unmatched globally. Now, the thing with this is that this is in 23andMe. No, I'm sorry. This is in Family Tree DNA. Got to correct myself. And I'm actually, one of the lineages is known. The 7 remain unmatched globally. Now, the reason because of that, and I'll go back to it, is because I have those private variants. Now, unfortunately, within that haplogroup where the 7 remain unmatched globally, there are 2 private variants in that. And like I said, private variants only happen in 1 or 2, maybe 3 people, but they happen, and it happens in less than 0.1%. And we're talking about the entire world's population. So somebody out there, that 0.1%, I'm hoping that I'm formed because right now, like I said, it's kind of a moving target. And I don't want to get into theories. I just want to stick with scientific fact. Now, the EMF biofield recorded at 1100 plus volts per meter, well beyond standard biology. Now, that itself was interesting. And
Bro, he does not know what he's talking about. Yo, this is crazy. Again, remember we just saw the video where his actual haplogroups were L3 and Q. Why is he doing a presentation at the University of Wisconsin while he's saying his A is a quadruple? What they do, Sean? Man, Sean, this nigga think he archaic for real. He said his haplogroup is A quadruple O. Yeah, I'm hella low. I had to turn my mic down because my son in the background, so I'm trying to turn my mic volume low. Let me turn my shit up just a little bit. My son loud in the background though, so I have my mic volume turned down. Man, so Sean, the only reason why this even came across my screen because AP was over there clout chasing with a on a hip hop podcast, right? Called The Viral Way, right? It's a West Coast hip hop podcast. And he was over there trying to push his FBA shit and he got into an argument with them niggas. Right? He got to an argument with them niggas over there. So he arguing with them niggas over there. So them niggas tell him, I don't care about none of that Aboriginal shit. Your oldest ancestor go back to Africa. That nigga said, look up Ramon Moses and look up Albert Perry. Now we already know Albert Perry, but this Ramon Moses guy, I looked him up again, Sean. When we first looked at the nigga video, he said he got A quadruple O, and he said he descends from L0. But when we go to his actual YouTube page and he's on 23andMe showing us his actual genetics, his mtDNA was actually L3, not L0. So he was 0 for 1. Then when we went to this Y-DNA, this nigga didn't even have A00 in his Y-DNA, Sean. This dude on the screen, his Y-DNA goes back to Q. Native American. So this guy has Native American DNA and African. He has a Native American paternal and an African maternal. But he's telling everybody he's got L0 and A quadruple O. He's using a Y tree from 2018 that no longer is being used, and A quadruple O is a Denisovian, according to that tree. So the only way you'll be linked in through Denisovians would be from Q being over there in Asia. Nigga went from L0 to L3. So it's like, it's hard to listen to a dude when I know you don't know what you're talking about. And on top of that, you just overtly like, you damn near lying. Like when we watched this video, he thought that the entire haplogroup, like I guess on 23andMe, when they give you your haplo, right? You click on it, it'll tell you L L2 L2 A1 3B or whatever, right? When you click on that L2, it'll show you, the migration pattern of phylogenetics. So it'll walk you back all the way down. So if you got L, it'll walk you back to L0. If you got R, it'll walk you back to L0, right? This dude took his L3, opened up the haplogroup map thing, and read all the way to the back and said, oh, all of these is my SNPs. These is my markers, all of them. So the man is now going around telling everybody he descends from the oldest known Y-DNA. He's telling people his shit is older than the mitochondrial Eve and the mitochondrial Adam. And if you're using something like Bing, right? Bing, which does not really source much, they just search the web, right? If you just use Bing and you don't know what you're looking at, my fault, railway came right up. I've been coding. if you go to just looking it up, right? Ramon Moses DNA, Copilot gonna tell you what this nigga told you. Copilot gonna tell you, oh yeah, this nigga got the A quadruple O and his haplogroup is LO. So I can almost guarantee a nigga AP just looked it up like this. Look, they gonna use his video, and his TikTok. They gonna use his video, and his TikTok to source, right? And you know what that source is gonna tell you? Bullshit. Look at the 3 videos that come up. Look at this. His video, Aboriginal Powers video. Look, AP did a video on this 4 days ago. Albert Perry and Ramon Moses DNA predates Adam and Eve. He does not know what he's talking about. I didn't even see AP did it. This how I'm so I don't pay attention to AP so like he's so not on my radar, nigga. I got so much shit I'm actually doing. I didn't even know this nigga did this. The only reason why I seen this, like I said, because the nigga was clout chasing on a podcast that I actually watch. Right, a podcast that I actually watch, and I be in their live chats. That I done interacted with them the same way I do with the Aboriginals and all that. I done been over there and then been in the chats, not arguing with them niggas because I agree with they shit, right? Right. So I'm gonna plug these boys again one more time. Right. Hold on. Damn, but I got that cheap ass Timu keyboard. Ain't pressed none of my buttons. So I was over there, like I said, watching the viral way, right? I fought with the viral way, right? They was over there. They got a lot of topics over there, right? So he was talking about this video right here. The podcast shades, or somebody made a reaction to it, but he made a video about how these FBA niggas be trying to claim Black Sam and Nip Hustle, but both them niggas is African. So that topic kind of went viral a little bit, right? They topics tend to go kind of viral. So, like I said, I'm tapped in over there, but I know that AP done went over there before trying to clout chase, trying to ride their wave. So again, he was over there clout chasing, riding their wave. Right, them boys was talking about FBA claiming Nip. Right, so he over there arguing with them. Sean tells them niggas, right, when them niggas tell him he's African, this FBA shit is stupid. He says, nigga, Ramon Moses and Albert Perry proves blacks always been here. Then we go to Ramon and we find out Ramon got QYP740 as a haplogroup. So when we find out his haplogroup is Q, there's nothing else to talk about. There's nothing else to talk about. There's nothing to talk about. Haplogroup Q, YP740 is a group of Y chromosome lineage defined by unique genetic markers. Are you about to go?
Yeah, I'm about to go.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. That'll give me enough time. Just smoke, I guess.
So happy Lily all the time. Boy, I'll get off my phone. You don't even know my phone like that. Where's your tablet?
Yeah, go find your tablet. It was in here. So now look at this. Haplogroup QYP740 is linked to the Marsh Arabs. One of the populations associated with haplogroup Q1B1 is the Marsh Arab population in the southern part of Mesopotamia. For thousands of years, this region has been a wetland due to the position between the Tigris and the Euphrates. That's crazy. Garbage. Garbage, bro. And so you running behind a dude claiming to be descendant from a quadruple O, which we know a quadruple O, based on this old, now defunct DEFUNCT, this old defunct Y DNA haplogroup tree. He running around saying that he is a quadruple O, which is a Denisovan. He's claiming he's more genetically related to humans. To animals than humans. And you running around behind him. Ridiculous. Purely ridiculous. All right. So my girl, right, she about to go get some sushi before she come back. And when she come back, I'm going to get some oxtails. So that's gonna give me enough time. I think I'm probably gonna smoke and play the game real quick while she gone. She gotta I think she gotta go do something for her auntie too. This is bad work though, AP. Let me take this down. Let me take all this down. We got this one. We got this one. What else? I might well go back to the game, man. That shit was garbage. I just wanted to do a slight reaction. Yeah, let me get back in the game. Where the game at? I might still listen to this shit though while I'm playing the game, cause this shit funny. If it don't buff, I'm gonna keep listening to this shit. Man, hurry your ass up. I ain't gonna hold you, but this shit get the buffering too much. I'm just finna go smoke. This was only supposed to be a test stream. I'm just making sure that the motherfucking game wasn't gonna be lagging while I was playing it and sharing the screen. She passed the test, so shit. points in the game. That bit crashed ASAP. Hold on, let me bring it back. If that bit crash again, I'm gone. I ain't trying to mess up my ranking. Like I said, I just started playing this bitch. I'm 3-1. I'm trying to have my win loss something like motherfucking. I'm trying to have that bit like 50-5. I'm trying to get ranked. You feel me? Let's see, get back into it then. Oh yeah, this finna be a straight little game. He got the freshman in too. He think he gonna lose. Not worried about that. Keep everything in front, man. Oh, man, we got a break on that. Keep everything in front, man. Quick and easy. You feel me? Off the sticks. I feel like I'm a 21 jit. I like the way I see this game. I like they running back and I like the quarterback for FSC. That's why I picked them. I don't know about that O-line, but they're gonna have to hold the block better than that. He supposed to keep sliding, boy. Man, but you looking at the fucking butt. I gotta wait till that crowd come down before I get the thing RPA and shit. Crowd get the motherfucker calming down. I can throw some RPOs. Man, this bitch dropped the ball. Yeah. That's all I'm doing. I know I'm doing it. Oh, man, come on, this swift. Oh, man. Bye-bye, Willie. No. I might just turn that bitch over. It's all right. That was the first drive, though. I want Daddy to go with him. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Bro, that is crazy, bro. That's 2 times in a row. not finna run the pill on me, bro. No, you're not finna get that shit off, bro. Let me get out of this 3-3. That 3-3 is kind of garbage. Oh my God, these niggas getting beat out the line and shit. Give me that. Oh my God, what is up with these niggas, bro? Crack his ass. What's up? What they do, honey? What they do? Oh, give me that. Bro, this crazy. Oh my God, bro. Bro, that was a fucking hit. I gotta sit close to the TV. Let me sit closer. That was crazy. Definitely. We gotta get some more. We gotta get some more yards on that. Shit, it's slow as hell out the backfield. Let me see what we're looking at. Let me see if my boy gonna get right. Bro, what the? Come on, bro. What's that shit out? Like. Oh, this nigga dropped the ball. Man, come on with this, bro. That is crazy, bro. The spot on that is crazy. Bro, that's a first down. Bro, the spot on that was crazy. Give me that pick. They just robbed me 2 plays in a row. Thank you. God damn, man. Yeah, pick that fast nigga fast for Bro, these niggas ain't even blocking, bro. Hell no. These niggas can't even block. Dang. After this game, I'm finna go smoke. Oh, that bitch going out of bounds. Oh, no, it didn't. All right, bet. Crack this stupid ass. Give me them. Oh! Hey, bro, that's crazy. Bro, that shit is so crazy. I had a sack, then I had a pick. I'm just rusty though. If I'd have been playing a bit more, I'd be smoking this nigga right now. It's all good though. Man, hell no. Man, what is you doing? You had a nigga running slap across the middle. Garbage. That nigga called the timeout. Come on, man. Get yourself together, bro. Get that big car. Man, you supposed to keep going. If you drop that bit, I ain't gonna lie, I'm finna take you out. Could have been too many times I done ran this play, nigga. You ain't convert. I'm about to say, I'm still finna take your ass out. Oh, y'all guys ain't blocked for my young nigga, man. Oh yeah, fuck that. Oh, this nigga lucky. Oh my God, this nigga so lucky. That shit good, man. Ooh, that was a terrible ball. Take that first. Man, come on, that bullshit. Catch the ball. Shit, I got rid of. Shit, I got rid of. Stop playing with my young nigga, man. Big bodies. And that was a user audible, nigga. take that first. Yeah, that's that shit. Yeah, that's that shit. This is having a smoke, and I'm taking a drag. Hey, what that nigga snapped on that bit? Yeah, she's yelling here. And I don't even know what he said on that bit. That bit was hard, though. She takes off her... Nigga, I don't even know what he was saying on that bit. That shit had a good vibe, though. That bitch said, take me home. I don't know what that boy was saying on that bit. I think he said, she takes off her dress now. That boy slid that beat. Nah, let me stop bullshit. We'll do it snap next time. Oh man, don't give me that chance, bro. Ah man, that should be killing me these damn delayed games. Stop playing with the kid. Boy, you gotta throw that bitch on time. Yeah, I know I was gonna get you on the board, Deuce. Don't trip. Deuce, you end up with a nice little, come on, man, 3 for 77. I got you right, Deuce. This how you dissect the defense, diagnose what's going on, and you motherfucking pull the trigger. Look at that, 18 play, 82 yard, 5-minute drive. Ooh, I know that nigga just. Ooh, I know he want to cut the game off. Ooh, I know that nigga want to cut the game off. That's how you execute right there, nigga. 5-minute drive. That's how you demoralize nigga, especially on the sticks, boy. Nigga don't know how to feel. Nigga like, damn, bitch, I've been off the sideline the whole fucking second half. Stop. Pick 6. Get out of there. Oh, he lucky. Man, listen, bro. Go on and end the game so I can start smoking shit. Connection to your peer loss. Not too bad. All in a day's work. 4-1 for the day. ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. I'm finna go smoke though, man. It's your boy Luck, man. I'm out of here.